So, whether you're in search of that perfect gift and you can't find the store, or you need to know the best route to get to Grandma's house, you might want to stop by On the Go to get that info. I'm Kelsey Kane with Transit News. 130,000 visitors pass through the New York Transit Museum every year, and they can view some of the 7,000 artifacts that tell the story of mass transit in New York. So whether you want to purchase the calendar to support the cause or to put these good-looking guys up on your wall, either way is fine with us. I'm Kelsey Kane with Transit News. Well, if you got a new cell phone for the holidays, you know it works above ground. But did you know at some subway platforms you can get a signal? Fighting terrorism doesn't just mean sitting behind a desk and typing in some data. It takes legwork. It's been so cool to be a part of a show that has such a rich history. And talk about a great experience. Here at the New York Transit Museum, you can take a ride back in time. I'm Kelsey Kane. So remember, we all need to work together to ensure our safety, because the best incident is the one that does not occur. I'm Kelsey Kane with Transit News. Transit employees muscle up to fight sickle cell anemia. I'm Kelsey Kane, and I've got that story. Security is not something New York City Transit takes lightly. In fact, the Department of Security has a number of different units who specialize in the safety of MTA passengers, employees, and infrastructure.
We have over 500 women and men assigned to the Department of Security. But whenever anyone asks me, how many people in New York City Transit work to keep this place safe and secure, my answer is all of them.
Both internal and external partners of the MTA work together, not only to protect, but also prevent any problems from occurring in the future.
There are a myriad of units in the New York City Transit Department of Security. The most visible are uniformed property protection agents, but we also have an Eagle team that work to fight vandalism and graffiti at night on our trains and our subway yards. We have a group of people that are doing fare enforcement and fare inspection on our SBS bus lines in Manhattan and the Bronx. We have people that go out there and do target hardening, infrastructure protection, CCTV. There are many, many aspects of this department, many that you see and many that you don't.
Other aspects of prevention, such as the motto, "If you see something, say something," and the Assault on an Employee program, have been set in place due to problems in the past.
In December of 2008, bus operator Edwin Thomas was killed while operating his bus in Brooklyn. The Department of Security was mandated by the President to create a system where we better track, analyze, and collect data and work with all our internal and external partners to reduce and prevent these instances where our employees become assaulted.
The MTA's Security Incident Tracking System, that allows tracking of all security-related information, is funneled through the bus and rail command centers in real time. Fighting terrorism doesn't just mean sitting behind a desk and typing in some data. It takes legwork. Fieldwork is something New York City Transit definitely has, with a number of security personnel on watch around the clock at all bus depots and rail yards.
People who aren't familiar with the area that just walk straight in, not knowing where they're going, so we have to escort them out and let them know that this is transit property and we don't allow trespassers.
Another aspect of security is the Hazmat Response Team, comprised of over 100 New York City Transit volunteers. They are a group of specialists who at any given moment are prepared to mobilize in teams and respond to a chemical threat accordingly.
What their purpose is to help fire and police in a terror situation in which WMD, chemicals, biologicals, or radiologicals could be used.
Training is intense. Each member must pass a vigorous physical and undergo a week-long training process where they are taught how to use all equipment, and annual refresher courses are also employed.
All the people on the team are take a 40-hour HAZWOPER course, and HAZWOPER stands for Hazardous Waste Operations and Emergency Response Training. This teaches them how to protect themselves, how to wear these suits, and protect themselves against chemical, radiological, and biological hazards that they might experience in a real situation.
The suits, which come in 4 different levels of protection, are far from comfortable, often restricting movement and offering limited visibility.
These are level A suits. A level A suit is fully encapsulating everything that you have on your person, including the air pack, is encapsulated in this suit. And that's the main difference between the other suits, the level of protection that you needed.
Nobody goes into any situation alone. You always go in with someone to help you. A lot of times your visibility is limited, so you're actually holding on to each other as you're walking around, and it's just a safety measure to make sure you're with someone at all times.
In case of an emergency, hazmat respondents can suit up and arrive on the scene within 30 minutes.
Complacency will become the enemy. So we're going to continue to do all we can to keep our employees and our passengers aware and alert and secure.
So remember, we all need to work together to ensure our safety, because the best incident is the one that does not occur. I'm Kelsey Kane with Transit News. Sickle cell anemia has been affecting many lives for generations, yet it still seems as if no one is paying attention. Luckily, employees of the Jackie Gleason Depot are, thus uniting together and creating a calendar to raise more awareness. The calendar, called Men Taking Action, was created through the efforts of its 4 main co-founders. Together, they worked hard on putting their idea into action so others could see just how prevalent sickle cell is.
Dealing with the disease was a very new experience for me. And upon talking and meeting other people, I didn't realize how rampant the disease is in the community. So I don't have any personal attachments to it, but now I do since I'm involved with Men Taking Action.
Sickle cell, which is primarily found in those of African descent, has been estimated to affect over 72,000 people in the U.S. alone.
Sickle cell disease or sickle cell anemia, it is an inherited condition where your body will actually make an abnormal, what's called sickle cell hemoglobin. And the sickle cell hemoglobin causes your red blood cells to assume an abnormal sickle or crescent shape. And this is it, and they get stuck, and basically your red blood cells will get stuck in small blood vessels, and this will actually trigger off a lot of the complications.
For 2 of the members whose photo appears in the calendar, the disease hits very close to home.
I have the trait, my lady has the trait, and our daughter has the disease itself. So it's pretty much home.
Well, it's very close. I lost a brother. I have another brother now that's going through a lot. They told him he wouldn't live past 13. God bless him, he'd be 40 in January. But I see his body deteriorating. It's really bad. It's really bad. It's hurting the family a lot.
If you're interested in helping with the fight against sickle cell and maybe picking up a calendar or 2 for Black History Month, you can email them at mta.unitedtransitemployees@gmail.com. And you'll be happy to know all proceeds go to benefit the Sickle Cell Association.
The fire department guys are hot, all right? New York City Police Department, they're the finest, but I think the transit workers are the hottest.
So whether you want to purchase the calendar to support the cause or to put these good-looking guys up on your wall, either way is fine with us. I'm Kelsey Kane with Transit News.